all-time great, boxing's first and only 8th division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
All right, I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. That uppercut had to hurt. He misses with that straight left. That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
It's such heat. The cornermen need to be able
So I need to beat you right there before.
Want to cool you down, want to ice
Get some water removing that.
instruction in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what
You want to tell you.
do wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna get your ass for that.
Between these 2.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know, just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab had to hurt.
Okay.
It's all offense all the time. Misses with the straight left.
I missed.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.
Who here? Who right here?
The scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
That's not a really.
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
On to the second round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Can't do fucking wings and rock.
An excellent last round. Everything worked.
Chopping this
Wait for
shit.
the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Just missing with the right uppercut. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You fight a swarmer, you've
Oh,
got
my eye cut right there. How?
with the elbows, the head with a forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
I love that jab slip.
And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs pressure.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Right hook just missed. What you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute
Good work. You're thinking just the same.
Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, not black and white, change it. An excellent last round. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you're doing. Hands down.
Just misses right uppercut. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to be thinking. You just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Oh, wow.
Say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Come on.
Straight right just misses.
Yes.
That hook was off target.
Motherfucker, get on the floor.
Is off the charts.
I tried to set this up. I'm trying to time this shit the whole time and do the 3 things. But I was trying to do it with the motherfucking check hook with the power straight. For sure.
And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Just get your breath back. Come on, Glenn.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't be soft. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until the hip clears again and your legs come back.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I'm going to see that
I
again.
thought that was not good. I'm doing shit. Come on, bro!
This was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
How did I miss that?
Step behind the referee. When it's
Listen.
over, tie him up. The referee's then going to call you. Walk around the
Should
ring.
not have missed
Just
the
got to make the most of it.
entire
Because if
thing.
you let
Movie.
him jump back on you again,
Gotta be stuck out there every
momentum
punch.
and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Let's go. Good shit.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
One of them real
Straight right just misses.
chop that tree.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody up.
Let's start the sixth. Is this the beginning of the end after two knockdowns?
What would you say?
Two knockdowns in that last round, there'd be sheer
Well, I
panic in
missed
that
it.
corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. And down goes Pacquiao. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
No!
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Through the straight left, but it won't score. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go.
Rounds
How
up.
about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three.
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This this fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being... Here comes round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that.
So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do, and hit on top of that.
So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Nice job blocking the hook. Right hook.
What a demand.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down.
He's been cut. The referee's going to take
I don't like that, bro. I feel like that really this shit.
And the referee's going to allow them to fight.
It's like in this dog fight. Who game?
Wolfman step back for just a moment.
John.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
We're getting shot.
Complacent. If you think this is too easy, if they keep this same kind of pace up.
I got to take a good one.
Complete domination. Let's see if we can
He's like ain't smoking fight.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Incredible work rate. This is with the straight left. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure.
Like